Hi, my name is Judy Maurer and I'm a professional organizer. The name of my business is Creatively Organizing. You can go and visit me at creativellyorganizing.com if you'd like. I'm coming to you today to bring a special message, tell you a little bit about my work, and to ask you a favor. Ever since starting my business in 2006, I've been an organizer for a little over 4 years now. I have had the opportunity and the blessing of working with many people who are obsessive compulsive hoarders. There's a lot of you out there today who are watching that will have seen the Hoarding show on AETV, and you can go to aetv.com or do a search on Hoarding if you want to know a little bit more about hoarding or experience some live video and TV shows, footage of people and some of the reasons why and how they become obsessive compulsive hoarders. The first two clients that I had both were obsessive compulsive hoarders. They couldn't eat in their kitchens. There were pathways through their homes, and I worked with them, and fortunately both of those clients had pots of money in which they were able to pay for my services. Huge gap in our therapeutic communities. Many of these people suffer from extensive trauma, which has triggered their hoarding behavior, and if they are ever to heal from their trauma and start living productive lives, these services are an important link in the chain of supports that are necessary. Okay, I want to video something. When I was here the other day doing your initial assessment, what did I find here in your apartment?
Oh, yes, an item that's beautiful that I bought at a garage sale.
This is a very, very special item, and it's a very special item to you and I, isn't it?
Yes, it is, and it's amazing.
It's very amazing because it is this shelf, which even holding it just kind of freaks me out a little bit. This was my signal that you are definitely meant to be in my life. Why?
Because it was yours, and you sold it, and somebody bought it, and then they sold it, and I bought it.
Yeah, and this is mine. This belonged to my Aunt Ella. So Christine, I want you to tell me a little bit about how things got into the condition that they are. First of all, I want to ask you about your family history. Do you have any people in your family that had issues with hoarding or collecting overabundance of stuff?
Yes, I did. Unfortunately, my Uncle Bill, who's passed, he showed symptoms.
Tell me a little bit about when things started to get out of control and what might have triggered you to start creating such an intense nest of stuff around you.
Well, I worked full-time as an RN for 23 years, and so I had a second marriage, and the divorce was rough, and then my 22-year-old son was hit by a train and passed.
What year was that?
97.
97, okay.
And so, it started really with that.
So Christine, in 2003, you had an experience with a violent crime that was committed against you. And do you feel that
changed my life?
Changed your life, and even further after your divorce and your son and now this violent crime, how did that impact you?
Lots of sadness, depression, anxiety, anger.
And it impacted your health too.
Yes. and I ended up going into hospice and was supposed to have died, but I was blessed and I didn't die.
Yeah, you're a hospice survivor.
And so now I'm in my own place and want to make it better.
So you've come a really long way, and all of these traumas really triggered what might have been a pattern that is kind of inherited from your family. And made it get to this condition. Do you feel that the things that you have collected around you serve you in any way as a buffer or a cushion to the outside world?
Oh, yes.
So since you moved into this apartment, have you been collecting things? Continuing to acquire items?
Yes, but not as much due to, the money.
Okay. All right.
It's
yeah.
like if I see a garage sale sign, it's like an addiction. I want to go there and look and see. And then if I get a good deal, hey, that is really a good deal. I'm taking that home.
So we're going to go into this room, and
If we can get in.
if we can get in. I know that the door is a little difficult to get into. And this is, again, it's a storage area. You can see there's many boxes that have never been unpacked. Feel to you to be able to move around freely in your house?
Oh, that would be good.
What happens when you walk around now? Do you bump into stuff, or what's that like?
Yes, and I've had several falls to where one of them I had to go in the hospital.
Oh my goodness. So this is, the environment you're in has really created health risk for you.
And plus, the building is...
Tell me about the building.
with-
You had told me that it has some structural issues, and so I'm just gonna show right up here.
Yeah, we
This
got
is an
cracks.
indication that the building is settling beyond normal settling. So while you have a lot of stuff on this shelf, it's very contained, and you have a good pathway in this room. So that you can get in and out of here. Feel to you on a daily basis living in a place that you're not sure of. You mentioned to me that a couple of the buildings in this complex have been condemned due to structural issues like you're experiencing here, and that you have some fear that this building will also be condemned, and that if they see the conditions of the apartment, that they'll look for an excuse to evict you rather than moving you into another apartment. Can you tell me a little bit about how you're feeling?
I feel very nervous. I don't want to be homeless ever again, and I don't have the money to move. And I've got a lot of nice things, and I just kind of get nervous about the problems with the apartments in this building. And I just pray that it never collapsed like I saw one did, where water comes down and I get squished.
Yeah. She has pathways to her entire home and 2 rooms that she can't go into. Her bedroom is set up in her living room. However, her kitchen and her bathroom are very neat and tidy. This is a very good sign that she will be able to maintain her home. Christmas is coming, and I know that people are in a giving mood, and Christine is in need of help now. Thanks.